Hi gardening friends, we are in my basement and it's time to start some seeds. Now I will admit I think I'm about 2 weeks behind where I wanted to be, but you know, life happens. It's fine. We're going to put the seeds in the dirt, we'll put the plants in the ground, everything will be fine. I am using this cute little bar graph that I found online to let me know when everything should be started for as far as seeds go. So today we're in the middle of March and I am going to be starting my beets, broccoli, cauliflower, lettuces, onions, sweet peas, peppers, spinach, and tomatoes. I use this lovely Miracle-Gro seed starting mix. You can get it just about anywhere. I buy mine at Home Depot. And I use a combination of these little 6-celled plastic containers and these little, I think they are 3-inch pots, depending on what I'm doing. I label everything with good old masking tape and a Sharpie marker because you won't remember. Trust me, you won't remember. And I don't like doing 4,000 little sticks. That's my preference. There are tons of ways to label. Just label. Don't trust your brain. At least that's my opinion. Don't trust your brain. I have tons and tons of things that I'm growing this year. So, as I get started, most plants are going to be 1 per cell. I might put 2 seeds and then thin them out later if they all germinate. It depends on the germination rate. I've been pretty lucky in the past that I put the seeds in the dirt and most of them germinate. So I don't worry too much about putting 2 or 3 or 4 per little cell. I will do 1 or 2, especially the really tiny ones. It'll be 2 or 3, just they're hard to get out. Now onions. Onions are a funny one. I got this from MI Gardener. Highly recommend checking out MI Gardener. That I will fill this with dirt and I will put 20 or 30 onion seeds in this little container. I will let them grow and grow and grow, and when I move them outside, that's when I'll separate them. It's a little trick I learned from him. Rather than having all these little individual cells, you save space, and you're going to have to separate them anyway and do 1 per hole as you're out in the garden. So I am going to get to my seed starting mixture that's in this bowl a little bit wet to get started, and we will start planting. I'm going to start with the onions. All right, I've got all my little onions into their cute little pots. I put my seed starts on trays. This is an old cookie sheet that I used to use in the kitchen. Most of the trays that I use are these thin ones that I got at the dollar store for $1 a piece. This way, when you water them, you don't have to worry about the leaking and the spillage and everything all over your shelves or your tables or whatever you're using to put your seeds. So now that all the seeds are in these 4 containers for my onions, I'm going to water them in to get them started. All right, and I'm going to write down the date in my gardening journal. So there's an onion page. I'm going to find my onion page. Onions. And I will write down that I started green onions, red burgundy onions, Walla Wallas, and Cipolinis. These I've never grown before and I'm kind of excited. I will write down that today on 3/16/24, we planted the seeds. And then as the season goes, I'll add first little germination, when we put them in the ground, and when we harvest them, so that when I'm planning for next year, I will know what happened this year. My brain won't remember. I tried for years to just think I would wake up the next season and know what I did. I didn't, so now I write it all down. Now these will go on the shelves, which I will show you later, under some grow lights, and we're going to move on to the next round of sowing. Next, we're gonna do some cauliflower in these nice little 6-cell containers. I got 2 kinds of cauliflower here. One is snowball and one is self-blanching. I have yet to have amazing success with cauliflower or broccoli, but I'm going to keep trying. This one's going to be snowball. This, I'm going to put 2 seeds per cell. Oops, or 3 because I dropped one. For this round of cauliflower, we're going to try this new seed thing that I got. New toys, see how they work. This is the self-blanching cauliflower. Push. Okay. Ha! All right, as you can see, it dropped a bunch of them. I'm going to move some over here and here. Cover these up. Let's try again. Oh, I see. Okay, that was a little better. Okay, advantage, I'm not going to spill them all over the place. Oh, that was better. But you have to figure out what you're doing. That was only 2 into the dirt. Cover them up. All right. Is it better than my fingers? Probably. We'll keep playing. Everything in the garden is an experiment, including your gardening tools. All right, that one's done. That one's done. These seeds are going back in the package. Okay, I've got a ton more seeds to get planting. I will see you in a few moments. All right, I'm getting down to the end of my tomato seeds, and this is a first for me. It's a little experiment we're doing. These are tomato seeds I got from our actual Cherokee purple tomatoes that we grew last year. So I saved them and I'm about to put them in this cute little container and see if we can get them to germinate. It's an experiment because I've never done it before. Hopefully it works because these were really delicious tomatoes and that's why I saved the seeds. So here we go. Oops. Okay, little friends, germinate. Okay, I'm back. This is my setup for my seedlings this year. Got a nice sturdy metal shelf from Sam's Club. It's on wheels so we can move it all around. It has nice plastic on the shelving so nothing falls through. I put all my seedling trays onto nice metal trays like I said before. This is what I've gotten done so far. There will be more. So now what we will do is turn on the lights and we will keep these lights on for 16 hours a day. They're on a timer so I don't have to worry about it. I don't have to turn them on and off myself. They will turn themselves on, they will turn themselves off, and we will watch for little seedlings to emerge. Make sure to keep everything nice and watered. We want to not water too much though. You don't want a bunch of mold and whatnot. And that's how we get started with seedlings. I will see you next time here on Garden Avenue. If you love planting, please consider liking and subscribing to my channel and following my gardening journey. Thanks. Bye-bye.
Please like, subscribe, and share to this channel. Peace out.
Oh, I'm very sad. I just made a mess of my seeds. So is life. Oh, save the seeds.